Hey everybody, welcome to Thrifty Budgeting. On this channel, we help you to find ways to budget and save money. Today, I am really super excited because it involves traveling. That's right. Today, we are going to cover some simple ways that you can become a frugal traveler to help you reach your goal of going on vacation. Now, be sure and watch until the end for some of the best and cheapest ways to travel. Oh, and if you love saving money, please be sure and subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. That way you can stay in the savings loop. Now let's get to the video. In today's world of climate change, germs, inflation, and wars, it seems nothing will stop people from traveling. And let's face it, traveling isn't cheap. Even so, people travel for many different reasons, like business trips or going to visit family and friends. Maybe they just want to escape their daily routine or learn about different cultures. With the state the economy is in, though, it makes it hard financially to travel and go on vacations for a lot of people. Nevertheless, if you are looking for ways to be a more frugal traveler, then this is the video for you. Not only is traveling fun, but it has many benefits like expanding your perspective, improving your health, enhancing your creativity, and increasing your happiness. And after all, you especially deserve to be able to travel and have fun while doing it. So let's discuss some tips to travel in very thrifty ways. One way to begin is to start a travel fund. People open up Christmas accounts all the time at banks in order to save enough money for the holidays to cover the gifts and festivities that go along with it. Well, you can do the same thing with your planned travels. Just simply go to the bank and open a special savings account, and then with each paycheck that you get, deposit a small percentage into your travel fund throughout the year. This is really going to help lessen any financial stresses that are related to traveling and spending when you do this. Now, there are bank accounts available like vacation club accounts. These also allow you to save your money and to earn interest. Now, the interest rate that you earn on the vacation savings account depends on the bank or credit union that you chose. Some banks may offer specific savings accounts for travel with higher interest rates and other perks, but they may also have higher fees or balance requirements as well as a penalty for early withdrawal. The funds are typically released in the spring or early summer for vacations. However, their timing may be off for you, and the interest rate that you earn on these accounts really isn't that much. But if that is the case for your situation, you might be better off to open a simple savings account for your travels. For decent travel savings, you're going to have enough time to save, and that means you have to be realistic with this. Odds are you need more than 2 months if you're planning to go to Hawaii for 10 days. Now it's time to determine your travel dates. And once you have those locked in, you're going to have to make deposits every time that you get paid. And you need to figure out what that percentage is of your paycheck that you can afford to put into your fund each pay period. Some people will typically put 10% each pay period for their travel savings. Now, if you're set up with your bank for direct deposits, then that's awesome because you can also have that 10% directly deposited into your travel fund. This keeps your travel savings building while it's on the back burner. Also, if you have any spare money during the week or at the end of the month, depending on how you get paid, go ahead and go make a quick deposit to boost your account. Being a frugal traveler means that you take note of the little things that save you money as well. Now, that might mean sacrificing that expensive coffee or those donuts that you grab up each morning for work and put that money toward your travels. If you decide to be frugal and save the $6 a day that you spend at the coffee or donut shop, then that's $30 a week that you can add to your savings. And if you skip those expensive goodies for the entire month, that's $120 that you can add to your account. And if you're doing the math, that translates into $1,440 for the year that you can save and put it toward your traveling. Now that you're putting money back and saving, let's look at the next step: budgeting your travel. Every adventurer has dreams about world travel and sightseeing well-known destinations. It's a wonderful thought, but you have to keep in mind that it will cost you in time, money, and effort. As we put our best efforts forward to save for that big trip, unexpected expenses always seem to come up. I mean, the car breaks down, or you have to take a pet to the vet, or major plumbing issues are on the rise. Those things are going to happen. Look, it's life. If you want to travel, though, you can't dip into your travel fund to pay for other expenses. It's just a no-no. This is where budgeting goes into action. One of the things people struggle with when trying to save for a trip is simple discipline and commitment. So if you're committed to saving for your trip, then saving money is going to be easy for you. You just have to make it a priority. The good news is that making a budget is super duper easy. For your traveling budget, you're going to need to know things like where will you be traveling to and how do you plan to get there? How long will you be staying? Will you be visiting attractions that cost money, or will you find free ones, or will you do a combination of both? Those are just starter questions to write down. You also have to think about how many people will be traveling with you. How much do you think you will spend each day, and what about each person? And how thrifty do you really plan to be? Now write these numbers down. As a frugal traveler, you need to know your travel forecast. And now that you have narrowed down your expenses, let's look more into how you will be traveling. Before going all out on a trip to an unknown location, ask around about it. Ask your family and friends, co-workers, even social media pals if they've been to your planned destination. Provided it was a good trip, they will be so excited to share with you the ideas of affordable places that you can stay, eat, and sightsee. Now, once you have an idea of where you're going, it's time to get the travel plans in order. Are you going to be flying, driving, taking a train? What do you estimate the cost will be to travel there and back? How are you going to get from point A to point B when you arrive at your destination? And will you be walking, biking, using public transportation, such as a bus, Uber, or cab? If you're going to be flying the friendly skies to your destination, let's see if we can knock down those pesky fees that like to creep up. Now, one way you can control the fees is to book your flight early. You don't need to book 6 months ahead of time. In fact, 3 weeks to 3 months in advance is usually plenty enough time. Typically, flying on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays are cheaper for domestic travel. Try to avoid flying on the more expensive days, which are Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. Oh, and watch for Saturdays because they are most expensive for days for international travel. The timing of your departure is also a factor as well. Usually the cheapest flights depart either early in the morning or late at night. And also the best day for the week to purchase your flight tickets is on Sunday. Now keep these things in mind when booking. The prices for flying change according to the demand. Every destination has a peak period of demand. During the high demand times, prices will be grossly inflated. Taking your trip during the off season can really help lower your expenses and save money. Now traveling really doesn't have to be all that expensive because a frugal traveler does look for discounts and deals. And if you want to save money on flights, use their apps and their websites. Sign up for their email promotional offers. Many times they offer big discounts on flights, hotels, and attractions. You can also join their loyalty programs for great deals. They may also offer points or miles to use toward your travel reward program. Also check your credit cards and see if you have any flight points or miles racked up. Some of the biggest costs like flights and hotels can be eliminated simply by using reward points. Beware of third-party flight booking websites. Many of them charge fees, and I learned the hard way that a lot of the third-party flight tickets are not refundable. Once on a trip, I got sick and couldn't make my flight back home, so I had to cancel my third-party flight and repurchase a new one-way flight when I was better. I was told at the airport if I had booked through the airline's website, adjustments could have been made for a small fee, and doing so would have saved me hundreds of dollars. Another way to save money is to get on Twitter. Many airlines are posting deals there. You have to strike while the iron's hot though, because they sell out quickly. If you are planning to visit a major city, you can usually save money simply by flying to a smaller airport that's farther away. And if you plan to drive to your destination, plan your route ahead of time and try to avoid all the roads. Waze is a great driving app to use to find good routes, and it's free. Just download it on your smartphone for your trip. It reports the weather, traffic, blocked roads, road hazards, breakdowns, accidents, and even police traps. Also download the Gas Buddy app on your smartphone to help you find gas stations with the lowest prices. Be a frugal traveler by packing light and stick with the essentials. It will save space in your car and it will improve fuel efficiency for your car as well. Hey, that's a 2-for-1 perk. And while we are talking about fuel economy, don't speed. Not for the obvious reasons of avoiding paying a speeding ticket, but it also wastes gas. Accelerate slowly and use your cruise control when you can to save on gas. Don't forget to bring your own own food, drinks, and snacks to save money as well. Simply prep some meals like sandwiches as well as trail mix blends, energy bars, nuts, and dried fruit. Keep a decent sized ice chest in your car and load it with munchies and drinks. This way, you're going to be saving a ton by not buying the overpriced items at convenience stores when you stop for gas. And if you don't believe me, see how much you save when you go on a long trip. Okay, so your travel is figured out. Let's discuss where you're going to be lodging. So where do you plan to stay? Is it going to be with family, friends? Are you going to stay at an Airbnb? Are you going to be renting a bed and breakfast or hotel room? Now, hotels sometimes offer promotions and discounts if you book them in advance, and many hotels have loyalty programs as well that give exclusive deals and perks to members that can significantly cut down on hotel costs. And if you can book hotels with these promotions, you can easily work them into your budget. Download the apps or go to the websites that offer these perks, such as Travelzoo and Groupon. Many major hotel chains have co-branded credit cards like Choice, IHG, Hyatt, Marriott, and Hilton as a part of their member loyalty programs. Now, these credit cards can save you a lot of money on your travels with complimentary sign-up bonuses. And some of the perks and benefits of loyalty programs are points earned, discounts, free nights, and even elite status. The specific benefits vary depending on the hotel chain and the card. Some of the incentives are a sign-up bonus, which could include reward points, room discounts or free stays, a credit card or rebate for hotel purchases or travel expenses, no foreign transaction fees or travel insurance, even elite status with extra privileges such as room upgrades, free breakfast, lounge access, late checkout, and bonus points. Different hotel chains have different tiers and requirements for elite status, and different co-branded credit cards have different benefits and fees. So you should compare the options and choose the one that best suits your travel preferences. If a hotel is out of the question, maybe it's a good idea to stay with family or friends. Just give them a call and let them know that you're going to be in town. If it's been a while, I'm sure that they are going to be more than happy to see you. But be careful, fish and guests begin to stink after 3 days. Camping's always a great alternative. Find a campground near you or in a scenic area and bring your own tent, sleeping bag, and food. You can also rent or borrow camping equipment from a friend or a store. Another idea is to look for campgrounds that offer amenities or activities like showers, toilets, and fire pits, picnic tables, hiking trails, fishing, and kayaking. You can be out in the great outdoors, fresh air, crickets, just nature all around you. This is the lodging dream of a true frugal traveler. Camping will save you money, and it's an adventurous way to experience nature. You can use Campendium or HipCamp to find the best campsites near your destination. And while we are on the topic of activities, let's discuss attractions and touring. There are many ways to have an adventure without spending a lot of money. Exploring a new city or culture and history is an experience like no other. But do you really need a guide to make the most of it? Thanks to the abundance of information available online, you can easily plan your own tour for free and enjoy the adventure on your own terms. And if you're not interested in that, why not try one of the free walking tours available in most big cities? You'll learn a lot about the area without spending a dime, although tips are always appreciated. In addition, you can find detailed information about numerous major cities on apps like Spotted by Locals, TripAdvisor, and Rick Steves. Most of the time, this information is available for free, but occasionally there might be a small fee involved. You can also look for free or low-cost attractions like museums, art galleries, parks, or landmarks. To give some examples of cities or towns that offer cheap adventure vacations are Asheville, North Carolina, Santa Fe, New Mexico, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Alternatively, you can visit a national park and enjoy the natural beauty and wildlife. Some national parks charge a low interest fee per vehicle, which covers all the passengers. A few of the national parks that offer inexpensive adventures are Grand Teton National Park, Moab, and Glacier National Park. These are just some of the low-cost adventure ideas that you can try. Saving money for your traveling can be really easy if you are committed to seeing it through. Like anything, there will be a sacrifice, but that's all it takes is some patience and being resourceful. We hope these tips were helpful in planning for your next trip. Follow these travel budget tips so you can enjoy your getaway without breaking the bank. And there you go, some ideas on how to be a frugal traveler. Give these a shot the next time you go on a a trip. Hey, let us know in the comments if you know of any helpful travel tips to save money. We would love for you to become a part of our Thrifty Budgeting family. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos on Thrifty Budgeting. Let's connect, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.